Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, it's a beautiful morning out here on the 41.36.
Yep.
Gary and I have already been outside getting it, and I just realized, I was like, we didn't do Real Talk yet.
No.
Yeah, so we're doing it now.
Yep.
We've been busy outside. I did a little decorating to the garden area.
No.
And you guys will be seeing that on a vlog tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was out there doing some of that, Gary and I, we were talking about it yesterday, to do a fall garden, to not do a fall garden, and kind of weighing it back and forth. And what did we decide?
I just decided why not? Why not, throw whatever we have in the ground, see what happens, and harvest whatever we can.
Yeah, we got that automatic watering system, so it's not like it's going to take a whole lot of effort from us. We'll have to weed it and stuff, but...
No, it's literally just put it in the ground, see what happens.
And hope for the best. Yeah. If it's too late in the season and say some of the, like frost comes before I can actually get to harvesting anything, well then I will either make like those little mini greenhouses that was suggested, which the milk jug trick, that sounds very, very workable and doable. Yes. So a suggestion that was left in our comment section was to take, when the frost happens, to take milk jugs and like cut the bottom half off of it and then just place that over your plant that's starting, and it'll make a little mini greenhouse effect. And we've tried something like that back in Arizona and it worked out good.
It worked out great.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked, but it's more so in like the start of the season.
Yes.
Not for like the end of the season where it's, now your plants are already so big where you can't put them inside.
I guess it depends on what type of plant it is, right? Because some of them, they don't really need to get too big, like herbs and stuff. They don't get that big.
No, they don't need to, but yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
So it is a thing, but
yeah,
I've got an idea for the freeze when it does come.
You don't say.
Yeah. So I have I want to try to do it. I want to try to get it going to where we can grow this fall and everything else. Why not? We already have the watering system in place.
Yeah.
So it's just planting the seeds. And then when the freeze comes, then we'll address that situation then. But
another reason why we were like, you know what, let's just get something in the dirt today, which is what we will be doing later on, is we need the wheelbarrow. We discovered that we need to, obviously we need to use our wheelbarrow for making the mud and for doing the block work, which is what we really want to get onto. I think we're going to start that tomorrow. But
if everything goes good and smooth, we'll be on it tomorrow.
Yeah, but our wheelbarrow right now is currently filled up with that magic rabbit gold, which it got rained on, so it got a little softer and it turned into that great tea stuff, the garden tea. And so since we need to empty the wheelbarrow anyway, so that way we could put sand in there and I could mix mud and all that, why just dump the rabbit gold out to another container? Why not just put it in the dirt and use it?
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that a little bit later on today. Be working in the garden. Like I said, I got some of my cool decorations set up and around, which is nice. Those stones dried beautifully. I put another coat on them this morning, just to kind of help out. But
beautiful day so far.
Yeah, we're just going on a little stroll with you guys. It was so nice this morning. Came out, we're in the clearing area, right?
Nope.
So the sun rises that away, and there was all these clouds, kind of like what we have right now. But this morning, the sunrise, everything was so pink. It was so pretty. So pretty. Yeah.
I think that's a plane.
I hear cicadas.
That's a motor. I'm trying to hear it all above the cicadas and everything else. Listening for storms, just in case.
Just in case. Well, with what we have planned for today, a storm shouldn't really bother us too much because we're going to do a little bit of work in the garden, and then I've actually got some rabbit meat all thawed out and ready to go, and I'm going to be working on some very tasty dinner, which I'm excited to see the kids' reaction.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let them know that it's rabbit at first, just so that way I can see what they're, they have eaten it before. They have eaten rabbit before, and they knew that, where it came from and all that. So tonight I'm going to make some rabbit for dinner, but I'm not going to tell them. I'm going to have them try to taste the protein. So you guys think it's pork, or you think it's beef, or chicken, or what do you think it is?
After we finish the meal completely, and then be like, what do you think that meat was? Or we'll just see if they, I mean, if they taste it.
They might taste it and know right away.
What kind of meat is in here?
They might.
Like, they might ask
Did you make it with roast, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might. I don't know. We'll find out.
So we'll see what, I'm curious on that. That's why I was like, I don't want to say anything. I want to see what their reaction is.
It's been a while since they had rabbit. The last time that they had it was when Gary and I went hunting in Arizona.
No.
We got wild rabbit. So this will be, it's been a couple of years. I don't know if Abraham will quite remember eating it because he was so young.
No.
Scarlett definitely, and Julia, they both should definitely remember because it was a part of our menu before. So, yeah.
Tastes like chicken.
Kind of like the dark pieces.
The dark meat,
yeah,
like
like
chicken.
the dark meat.
I don't know. It's got more of like a turkey, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit more gamey.
I'm gonna put it inside the old Instapot and kind of pressure cook it so that way it'll be nice and soft. And I do have to throw some fat in there, which I got a bunch of bacon grease. I'm gonna throw some bacon grease in there too. Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
I know. So I'll probably bring you guys along for some of that. I know that you guys probably, some of you would have the meat on hand. Some of you won't, and maybe won't ever be able to, but it'd be something interesting for you guys to see about, I think.
Yeah.
We're over here at our culvert. We're going to have to help this guy out before the rainy season comes.
It's coming.
I know, it's coming.
But I do like the fact that all those rocks are now exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Because now what I want to do is I want to try to grab all those rocks and sort of bring them this way and fill in that hole with the rocks and fill in around here with as much rocks as we can. And yeah.
You know what I noticed right away? Well, Captain Obvious, though, the weeds that we got to pull out of the culvert area, but looking beyond the weeds, the leaves. See all those pretty leaves, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Times are changing.
Sure is.
Look at all the leaves down inside the water area.
Oh.
Signs of fall. It's happening. But today's going to be a lovely day.
It is going to be a lovely day.
Going to spend as much time outside as we can, and then huddle in when we can't.
Mm-hmm. Should be good.
Yeah.
Should be great.
My eye is doing a lot better today than it has been the last few days. You know, still doing the drops and taking it easy and doing all the things and all the vitamins and all that stuff. But with weather like today where I can just get away with wearing some sunglasses and, you know, it not burning so bad, I'm excited to be able to be outside. I'm excited to be able to be outside and work with the dirt in my hands and stuff. It's going to be nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a beautiful day.
It is.
Such a beautiful day, such a relaxing day, such a, you know, holding it out there so I can grab it now.
I pulled the Gary trick. I'll just put it right in front of him and then he can carry it.
It works.
Yeah, it works. It works. But no, today will be a super fabulous day. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready to get that stuff out of the wheelbarrow. I'm ready for tomorrow for us to smash it on those blocks, get some more progress going on. I'm feeling physically better, right? Just a couple of little things here and there, you know, with my eyeball or whatever, but I am like, so I feel almost stir crazy. Like I need to, I got all this energy. I need to burn it out. I need to do something. So.
That's funny.
Yeah. So block work will be really good.
I understand it. I'm looking forward to the block work, but I'm not looking forward to the block work.
Well, it's going to be another physical labor of love. It's going to be.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of headache, of weight back and forth. Thankfully, it's only 28 blocks.
Yeah,
so
it won't be so bad.
Should be quick.
And
Hopefully.
then we'll be able to do the other footers and stuff because we've got a lot of concrete work coming up. There was a question, Gary, about your garage? Are you going to be using blocks for your garage?
I have thought about it though, honestly. As of right now, no. I have thought about it though. So whether or not that changes, it's a whole nother subject. But I have thought about it. If I did do it in blocks, I would stay clear away from 12-inch blocks.
Just do it with 8s?
Just do it with 8s. But
I think they're thinking about your footers and stuff, how you're going to connect everything to the slab and all that. Which
yeah.
that's what it sounded like in the comment.
No, the footers are already in the slab.
I know. I'm just saying what the comment read to me. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know. Could be wrong.
We have what the pour is of, I want to say it's a monolithic slab is the name of what it is, where it's done in one, where the footings are already dug out. The slab itself is already done. The rebar and everything else is in there structurally, where it's just straight. It's one. Whereas how we did the house, we did footings and then we poured on the inside of the footings. So footings are already done and everything else like that. So we don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
We just attach straight to the edge of the concrete and go all the way around, and
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's how I wanted to do it with the basement, but I'm glad that we did it the way that we did it because of weight wise and everything else, and just distribution wise and
all that fun stuff.
All that fun stuff. Where monolithic slabs, they're great, but a lot of times when you get a crack, you can get that crack to go all the way through to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Where on a foundation, or where you dig out the footing kind of foundation and then pour inside of there, it's hard to transfer that crack all the way through. It's still possible, but it's a lot less likely for a crack from the inner slab to go all the way through to the footing. Which cracks happen no matter what. You can pre-line it, you can do all that fun stuff, but yet you can still find out or line up with a crack later on down the road. And it's all due to settling.
It's true.
So, I mean, it's a lot of weight.
And we did a lot of, there was a lot of settling that had to happen even for our basement, which thankfully there's no cracks or anything in that.
No, there is some cracks with it.
In the walls, no, is what I'm talking about.
No, in the walls and everything else like that.
A little bit here and there.
Where on the floor you can see certain stress cracks or settling cracks or anything else like that. But it's not anything to be like, oh,
Yeah, I was talking about the walls.
Very common. But
it's pretty.
It is pretty.
Starting.
Mm-hmm. It's getting to be that time of the year where it's that nice walkable time where we can go through the forest. It's almost there.
Without it coming back to bite us?
Mm-hmm.
It's getting there.
It's almost there. Once all the leaves die, and then you can, see a lot further than just to the edge almost.
Yeah. In a couple months, the landscape is going to look 100% different than what it looks like right now. It's just nice being able to watch the slow change.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.
It is super, super pretty.
Yeah.
No. But
well, I think today we're going to, like I said earlier, we're going to get into the garden.
Yep.
We are going to get into some cooking. Tomorrow we already have it on our schedule and on our agenda for us to start the block work. So hopefully everything goes smoothly today so we can do that and there's no surprising pop-up weather coming crazy at us or anything.
No.
I don't think that there will be. So that's our plan. We're going to stick to it. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Well, I'm just glad you're feeling better.
I'm
and if it's day of you're not feeling 100%, I'm not going to push you.
Well, I haven't been feeling 100% in a long time, so as long as I'm up to speed.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling it, I don't want to even. No.
Yeah. Oh, look, a frog.
Is it a frog or a toad?
I'm not sure.
That's a toad.
Oh, he's gone. I'm not going to chase him.
That's a toad.
But no, it's been very good, guys. It's been very good. We've got some other things that we need to to get done here and there. Still things to finish, like the Pecker Palace roof. We didn't forget about it. It's just been, I guess we really are feeling the pressure to get that concrete set and do that. So that way we could move forward with all the other, I guess, wood building things. We got to build a platform for the play set, and we still got to build the whole mud room. And
well, the problem is with concrete, you got to let it cure a little bit. You don't want to just keep on going with it, you know? And then that's where, you know, come back around to the cracks. You want more cracks in it, or more things not settling correctly, or so yeah, we'd rather give it a little bit, let it settle, do what it needs to do, and then that way we can add more weight to it.
Absolutely, it'll be good. It'll be real good. So there was a couple of comments and concerns per our last video about our well and our water and how terrible it is and stuff. And we do have filters on that. Believe it or not, it would be worse if there was no filters on there. And they probably could be cleaned, I will say that. But I think that a water softener is going to be something we'll want to get in the future. But I think for the more immediate, what we're going to want to get is going to be the sand filter. So that way it'll cover the whole well for both houses.
From what I understand on it, when I researched it and everything, the water softeners are good, but they're not. They actually make something specific for iron, pulling out the iron. It's basically like a softener, but it's not a softener. But they do make them. It's typically, or it's basically the same thing, though.
Yeah, I just know that we had talked about getting like the sand filter, so that way it'll cover both houses.
Yes.
Anthony and Rox do have the same water going to their house, but I had mentioned it before that it's different because we have 1 bathroom and 5 people using it. Yep. And they have 2 bathrooms and 3 people using it, so it's not used as much as ours is. So that's why ours seems like it's worse, which it is.
And then people also were saying, hey, you should put bleach in there, or chlorine, or shock it, you know, and that will help it. The issue then also comes down to the oxidization, where iron oxidizes. Oxidizes, thank you. I'm like, how do I say? Just whatever. Oxidizes the in the water when you add bleach or shock or anything like that. Hence the whole reason why we made the redneck pool filter that we made, because we found that out when we added shock into the pool.
True, it might make it even more brown.
It turned it browner than like chocolate. Like, I was like, what in the world?
I will say, and there's another thing too. It's not dangerous to use that water. It's not gonna hurt you, like make you sick or anything like that. I guess if there was bacteria in there, which we have to take our water down to the water department in town and get it tested before we add any kind of filters to it. That's on our agenda. Yes. Lucy, quit snitching. Sorry. So that is on our agenda before we add any kind of thing.
Correct. I want to get, so I do want to get both of our waters tested in a sense of, so straight from the well and everything, as well as from the, after the filters and everything. So after the filters right there from the filter house, that goes straight into the house. I can test that water, and then the outside water faucets and everything, that's all straight from the well. So that's not going through the filter system to get here. That's straight from the well. Now, that's the same aspect wise of everything else up at Country Road here and everything. So if we do get the sand filter, that will add the filter beforehand. But I would like to see exactly how well is that sand filter going to work, because if we get our water tested, we can exactly see if that's going to do anything, or if we're going to have to add more later on down the line.
Yeah.
So that's where it's more so the question on that. I really want to get the sand filter regardless, because then, like I was saying, out here, those are all going to be filtered regardless from that sound filter. So that's a bonus on it. And if we have to add anything else to the house wise, then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could do sand filter and like a reverse osmosis filter for the house.
Yes.
So having both would be definitely nice. I think, again, though, you're right. We should probably start with the sand filter. We got to get the water tested.
Start with the sand filter,
And
which
then,
from
then
there,
go from there.
we can do that. The
'Cause
only
I don't know if you guys have ever looked into those things, but man, they are proud. They're proud of those things.
Yeah. Look up, I think it's called something rhino. I want to say it's blue rhino. The one that I was looking up, the aqua blue rhino or something like that. But they've got this huge water filter system and everything else, but you know, to replace one filter, it's like freaking $750 to $1,200 for just one filter, to where it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they say that it supposedly will last 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe if we had a sand filter first.
See, and that's where I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to figure out. So we got to test the water 100% and see where we're at and what mineral-wise, because there's other things that will do the same exact thing that's going on in the water system that aren't going to get pulled out by, say, like that iron filter. That's almost like the salt softener or whatever, the water softener. It's almost like that. But like I said, they've got multiple different things that will pull out specific things that are in your water. So, and testing it will make sure that we can do that. So,
yeah, it'd be smart to do.
I want to do it beforehand, see how good it gets after, and then be able to do it again later and see what else we need. I don't know. But we got quite a bit to do today. So we've got no time but the present.
Yeah,
and we got to get on it.
So we're going to wrap this one up, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us today and watching Real Talk with SLR. We'll be back with another video on Simple Life Reclaimed on Thursday, which is tomorrow. And tonight, we're actually going to be going live on that channel, 7 o'clock. So we'll see you guys in our live chat tonight at 7 on Simple Life.
Yes.
Be back here tomorrow as well with a new episode and a new vlog on Simple Life tomorrow too. So it's going to be a busy time for us, but I'm all for it. So we'll see you tonight, friends. Until the next one, we love y'all and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.